Hi, absolutely fantastic to tune in again. I'm actually recording this from a place called Tipperary in Ireland, County Tipperary. Why am I here? I've just decided to follow my ancestral path. And I understand that my great-granddad was baptised in a church not too far from here, about 6 kilometres down the road in a place called Nina. Why have I done this, and what's this got to do with healing emphysema from my lungs? Well, I believe that as very, very powerful spiritual beings having this human experience, everything that's actually gone on in my past right up to this point, including my time of diagnosis, the diagnosis has actually given me opportunity to go deep within myself, to find out what the truth is, and part of that has been understanding for me how my history has actually impacted myself on a holistic level, emotionally, physically, mentally and spiritually. Now there's a couple of DVDs that were the information was given to me recently. One was actually through my daughter, actually, who sent me a link on Joe Dispenza, I think is his name. I'll actually put the link in with this one here so that you can have access to it, and that talks about manifesting and our realities. And another link was sent through to me by my sister, by a guy called, is it Greg Braden? I will actually put that link as well. I've listened to both of those, and they have currently influenced and confirmed a lot of actually what I've been doing in my journey to healing emphysema. And the bottom line is that we hold a lot of information in our cellular structure, and part of my journey of coming to Ireland has been about acknowledging the male side of my family and the ancestry, and any conscious or unconscious, subconscious grief that I might have in association with that. My history on my father's side is actually here in Ireland. Really, really glad to be here. And they went through some tough times there back in the 1850s. And that energy would have followed through, to my great-granddad, to my granddad, then to my dad, and then of course to me, and all that energy and whatever it is. However, I don't want to get too complex about it, but what I want to say is that I've actually come here to honour that part of me, and basically what I really want to do is actually get my feet back into the earth, and to release some of the energy back into where it kind of began, and it really is so many magic things have actually happened to me on my trip since I left New Zealand. I spent 4 days in LA, and that was a real challenge in terms of pollution, in terms of being really off track with my diet, really, really difficult to get healthy in a place like LA, really, where there's so much junk food. I mean, I'm sorry LA, but that's just the fact of it. And so I've been experiencing some pains in my chest. Together with that, I've actually run out of some of the remedies that herbal pathways have actually prescribed to me, and whilst I know that the remedies work holistically, and they are not a bandage of like traditional medicines to kind of fix this the symptom of whatever might be going on, and having the awareness of that, I know in running out that intuitively I knew not to be too concerned about it, that the answer really lies inside of my full being, you know, and particularly right now for this part of the journey that I'm on, the cellular memory of everything. So if I've got anything to release or to let go of, it certainly makes sense to me that I want to do it here in Ireland, you know. And look, driving in, you know, I came into this town called Nina because I've only just learned that my great-granddad was baptised in a church not too far from here, and but that's all I knew, right? So driving in, what I did was my partner was driving, I went into a place of meditation. I called upon my ancestral spirits to give me guidance as to where I need to come to find out just exactly where it is that the Shanahans actually come from here. 5 minutes later, or not even, or about 10 minutes later, we're driving along, we're driving through this little place called Tumavera, and the sat-nav that my partner had actually set up for directions in the car totally blinked out, and so he's pressing the buttons thinking, you know, what's going on with it. So we parked the car. I just got out not thinking anything, looked across the road, and there was this gorgeous pub in bright yellow called the Tipperary Inn. While my partner was busy mucking around trying to get the sat-nav to go, I just wandered in there. Don't ask me why, I just did. Went in there, and it was cute. You know, there was some old Irish people around the bar. I walked up and I said, look, I'm on a mission here to find my ancestral home, you know, where I actually come from, in terms of my, you know, my great-granddad back in the 1850s. And this woman said, what's your last name? So I told her, Shanahan. And she goes, right, well, there's a Shanahan sitting right over there. So I wandered up and I've made a connection with this person. Absolutely incredible. He then shared with me, he took me back, he's given me some DVDs, some videos, a whole lot of stuff on this town, so I can further my research. But more than that, he said to me, before I actually got out of the car, he said to me, you know what, he said, I don't normally come into this pub this time of the day. He said, but I was really drawn to do that. He says, I'm quite sensitive spiritually. He said, I don't know why. He said, I had a big breakfast, but I came in and ate. He said, now I know why. And he shared that with me, and I was so thankful because it really resonated synchronistically with me sending out that message to my ancestors to actually guide me. So we were actually both guided. So out of that, I'm able to discover that Nina, even though that's where my granddad was baptised, I now know that the Shanahans actually come from this area here, this little place called Tumavera. So I've actually just pulled out on the side. I saw a nice bit of green grass here. It seemed really cute to actually talk about where I'm actually up to in terms of the emphysema and my lungs. And you know, I just want to say, you know, please have a look at the links, the YouTube links that I've actually put on together with this. That information is hugely influencing me on my journey, because, you know, it's not really a matter of reinventing the wheel here. You know, I'm probably not doing anything more than a lot of enlightened people that are already out there doing. So I'm just drawing on that information and those resources, and I'm sharing that forward with you. All I can say is something is working, because I've been away from New Zealand for a month. I'm not taking anything in particular. The diet's gone to crap a bit, but and whilst I have moments of pains in my chest, I understand that that you know what, I'm just going with the flow of it. I'm not running from it. I'm saying, bring it on. What do I need to do to remove it? You know, to heal it, to get things running smoothly again. I believe that Joe Dispenza and the other video person that I've linked is influencing me in this. I don't 100% remember what it is that they've said, but I will be looking at those videos again myself. And so all I can say is that in this journey, if you have been given a diagnosis, you don't need to feel powerless in it, that there is brilliant opportunity to go deep within to find out what resonates with the truth of you, who you are in this world, and how things resonate. The key to all of this is that all the information is contained in our heart space. It's our heart centre that feeds the neuro-linguistic messages to our brain. Our brain sends the messages down to our physical aspect of our being, and it's from that point that we can actually recreate. And that's what I'm actually doing. And so one of the biggest keys inside of this, of course, is love. Yeah. May sound a bit hippie, but you know, I don't know anything else other than that that I could share forward with you as being the absolute truth. So whatever your diagnosis, whatever your situation, whatever your struggles are right now, all I can say is you will find the answer when you give up on the old ideas of judgment and ego and I don't know, all of those other really toxic drivers. Drop into your heart space, you know, try and come from a space of love. And by the way, I'm a work in progress in this. You know, I'm certainly not perfect. But, you know, just the intent of it, has it working for me? I am not relying on any medicines right now to treat my emphysema. And this is miraculous because 9-10 blogs ago, I couldn't breathe in or out. And I had the doctor wanting to give me drugs and I haven't touched any of it, right? So something is working. Thank you so much for tuning in. Loving Ireland right now. I will be home in the beginning of the spring, back in New Zealand, and I also look forward to that. So catch up with you then. Okay, bye.